Good morning, everyone. This is Rafegal. We are playing some more Pokemon Shield. Apparently, there's no music right here, which is a little odd. We'll fix that, hopefully. But yeah, we're playing Nuzlocke, and we are heading into Winden, the end of the game. This is not actually the end of the game, but this is the start of the end of the game. There we go, music. Hey, there's Hop. So, Winden is very clearly a London analog. It's got the big Ferris wheel thing going, the red phone boxes. It's the big city, big clock. Yeah, no, it is totally a London analog. There is no doubt there. Um, there's our stadium. It's the little on the nose, the big Rose Stadium for Chairman Rose. Winden City, this is the place I've become a legend at last. You get it, don't you, mate? After all, I'm about to become the new champion of Galar. He said it's straight for the stadium, don't waste too much time. Okay. We are not going to waste too much time. We are going to head up to the stadium. We're going to stop off at a couple spots along the way quick. First of all, we're stopping at a Pokemon Center. This is a pretty specific little thing. And that is, well, first of all, we do want to actually rest our Pokemon. This is going to be our team to go take Hop on. And then we're going to go over here, which is wrong. Okay, so actually, this is not completely wrong. I'm just want to point out these. So, I've been talking a lot in these games about EV values, or EVs, effort values. When you get to this point in the game, effort value, or you can buy these items that will boost your effort values. Now, it takes a lot of them. I think it's like 17 or something like that to max out one of your stats. But they're there. It's another way to do it if you want to get around it without having the time frame. Let's see, I think this is the station. Yes, that's the train station. Let's do a little poking around real quick here. There's a Mr. Mime. There's a whole little area over here. Oops. That has several held items or TMs hanging out. Nothing over there, apparently. That's okay. Wait, what? Only select Pokemon can learn ultimate moves. I guess? I don't think we actually want this. Blast Burn, 150... Yeah, no. Guess we want to give up on that. It's a special attack. We're not using special attack on Sam, so that's fine. He'll teach it to any starter. I don't really understand exactly how strong with you. Here you are. I'll pop into each of these real quick just in case. You have a Rotom phone and a bike. That means you already know. Rotom loves to jump into all sorts of different motors. Oh, okay. So we have to fight his Rotom for this. I don't think we actually want to do that right now. We don't have a Rotom, so we don't need the Rotom Dex. It's a catalog that lets you switch which type of Rotom you have. Okay, apparently there aren't TMs there. I assumed there would be. So I guess we're gonna just make our way forward. We're gonna go over here. This is the one I was looking for, I think. Yep. So, I mentioned in one of the earlier videos the punch moves. I think what we're gonna actually do is by Drain Punch and Ice Punch. These are TMs, which means they can be reused, and they're pretty good. There's a pretty good variety of Pokemon that can use them. Hyper Max Potion. Full Restores. Some full heals. Pokédoll. Max Repel. Nobody. Okay. I think we're good there. Drain Punch. And Ice Punch. We're going to teach both to... Actually, we won't teach Jeff one of those too. I feel like that's probably better than Endure. Makes him, gives him something a little bit more reliable, since the other one lowers his speed. And then we'll replace Mega Punch with Ice Punch. I'm not sure we're going to need those in this particular case, but it does help with our coverage. Like, those are both pretty solid moves. 75 power, 100% accuracy, 15 charges, and Ice hits Flying and Dragons, which are stuff that are a little bit trickier to deal with. And Fighting hits Steel and Normal and Dark. So we do have a few specific things with that we need. Okay, so we're gonna start off with, as I'm trying to remember the order of things, we do want to start off with Jeff. Okay, they're gonna check gym badges. He couldn't make it. Okay. Gym challengers who have made it through the gym challenge. Semifinals will be starting soon. Okay. So if you go over here, apparently we can't actually see the brackets yet. So the semifinals are going to be a couple rounds. We're just going to go straight into it. Actually, you know what? I'm going to, just because of this section, I'm actually going to, just for the sake of it, we're going to turn everything down a notch for sound. And I'm doing that just because this section tends to be very loud. So our first round is against Marnie. We get to fight all of our rivals, which is great. I know there's been a lot between us, what with my big brother and Team Yell helping. But the truth is, when all said and done, I just really want to become champion myself. So don't take it personal when I kick your butt. I like Marnie. So she's going to start with Lightbird. We're going to start off with Jeff. Marnie uses a lot of Dark-type Pokemon. And unfortunately for her, we have a lot of Pokemon. Oh, perfect. I'm really glad I used or added Drain Punch on there, because now that means that I can alternate Drain Punch and Heavy Arm. Torment means you can't use a move 2 times in a row. Okay, let's see who she's bringing out next. Scrafty. So Scrafty is a fighting type Pokemon. Dark fighting. Which means fighting type moves are not going to be super effective. So we're going to go ahead and swap to Terra. Yep. Like I said, I have all this planned out. I literally have a spreadsheet that lists all of the Pokemon that are going to be coming up and which Pokemon to use against each one starting out. Because that is how I roll. Okay, so we are going to Air Slash. Not quite enough to finish Scrafty off, but we did get a flinch. That's good. Yep, full restore. Actually, I just realized we should have... I think I was intending to use Moonblast here, because both Dark and Fighting are weak, so this is a 4 times attack instead of a 2 times. Yep. Duh. That was my bad. Okay. Morpeko. Should be throwing Morpeko out because Morpeko is electric type against our Flyer. So, but it is electric dark. So we are going to go ahead and bring out Jeff again. We're not bringing out Brad for this, even though he's ground type, because he, as ghost type, is weak to dark. The good news here, actually, is gonna be... I think we can just use Hammer Arm, because it doesn't matter if our speed drops, because we're switching Pokemon after each round, or after each Pokemon that's left. Okay. So Toxicroak is next. Toxicroak is not dark type. It is fighting poison. So what we're gonna do is bring Terra back out and have her use Extra Sensory, because 4 times weak to Psychic. Perfect. No, we don't need Dream Eater. Brad grew to level 50, good. Okay. Grimmsnarl. So Grimmsnarl is Dark and Fairy. This is one of my favorite Pokemon from this generation. Got everyone's cheers back at me. I really, really gotta win. Okay. So, Grimmsnarl, as a fairy type, is not weak to dark, or is not weak to fighting. However, that makes them weak to steel. So, we're gonna have Eric finish this fight off with our Dynamax. And I am fairly confident here. So I believe this is the first time we've seen Marnie Gigantamax a Pokemon. Or Dynamax, even. Okay. And that should be 1 or 2 shots. Yep, 1 shot. No problem. Sorry, Marnie. Okay, so I lost. But I got to see a lot of good points from you and your Pokemon. And again, that is why I like Marnie. She's not a sore loser. She's not into deep. She's not somebody who thinks very highly of herself. She's really somebody who just wants this and tries and puts the work in. I heard them cheering for me and my Pokemon. It was nice. I may have lost, but at least we drove the audience well. I guess that's not that bad. I'll join my brother in the stands. We'll watch from the sidelines to see who ends up challenging the champion. I still haven't decided if I'm going to cheer for you. I love that. It is a little thing, but it is so cool. Okay, there's Hop. They're going to go through all the steps here. Pardon me. I know you didn't get a long break, but the match before yours ended much more quickly than expected. Hop won handily, so as soon as you're ready, we'd like you back on the pitch. Okay, so I'm going to double check real quick. I think they heal up between each one. Whoops. Oh, go away. Yep. And we do want to start with Jeff again, I believe. Yep. I am excited to see how this plays out. So one big thing that's worth noting is you can't change Pokemon between rounds during. So we have to do the Marnie fight and the Hop fight without changing Pokemon. And the reason that's important is when I was planning out my team, you have to account for both groups, and they have very different Pokemon. It's even more important for the actual championship round because that is 4 rounds of fights in a row that you have to do with the same team. We got our Pokemon from Lee that day. I never would have dreamed we'd end up here facing you of all people. By the time I finish, but it's time to finish what I started that day. The one who will become champion is me. No. No, it isn't. I do like that he, at this point, seems more serious. That little, like, slap to the face that he does is really cool. We battled back in the Guardian, but I'm really fired up for this match in the stadium. Yep. Oh. That would be problematic if we didn't have really good defense, and yeah, I think we'll be okay here, but Jeff has Fluffy, which makes him take half damage from physical attacks or contact moves, and then we one-shot double, even though that was super effective. So as long as he doesn't bring his Snorlax in next, we will be able to change him out. Okay. Ryan is just here to get XP, by the way. He has a very specific purpose coming up. Apparently he is bringing his Snorlax out next, so we do have to keep him in, even though he has that speed down. That's unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and Drain Punch. We're still faster than Snorlax. That's funny. Okay. So Jeff is back at full health. Snorlax is fainted. Boom. Okay, Corviknight. So Corviknight's weak to a few things, but its main weakness is fire. This also gives us a chance to use Sam. Start off with Pyro Ball, which is a very strong attack. Okay, Pincurchin. This is what Brad's here for. Pincurchin is an electric type. I was very confused when I was trying to fight a Pincurchin earlier because I couldn't figure out how to hit it. Because I thought it was water and poison. It is not. It is straight electric type. And Brad should just be able to squish it. First can use high horsepower. And Rillaboom. Sam back in for that. Rillaboom is the starter. Starter versus starter, we have the advantage. There's a small chance he has a way, or he has a move that will be good against us, but I don't think he does. And I think this is the last one. Yep. So we will max flare here. We were very slightly overleveled for this. Only very slightly, though. We just one-shot all of their Pokemon, though. Technically, we had 2 hits on Scrafty, and that's only because I used the wrong move. There we go. First round is down. As I was saying before, the actual championship cup itself has 3 phases. First is the semifinals, then we're going to be in the bracket stage, and then there's the actual championship match. This is one of my favorite things about this particular generation. They don't have an Elite Four. You don't get your 8 badges and then fight the Elite Four, and then poof, you get to fight the champion, and whoever happens to win that day is champion for until somebody else challenges them. It is a tournament to even qualify to be champion. To even get into the bracket stage. And from here, instead of an Elite Four, the gym leaders and the people who won this tournament get to compete. It's a really cool, slight reversal that addresses one of the big problems I've always had with the way that these are set up. I never felt like a hero, but you really could do all sorts of great things. Good on you. And beware than all the rest of your team. I like that Hop's a good sport, at least. This is the first time that he doesn't get super depressed. This is the first time that he actually addresses things well. Rafe, that was incredible. Brilliant. There were tears rolling down my face before I knew it. I think that the two of you set out together from the same town, built up the greatest teams, and arrived here at this point to throw everything you had at another. That burning desire to win, these moves filled with undefeatable passion. It was the battling at its purest in every possible way. Even though there were some trainers who weren't sure whether you were fit to be endorsed for the gym challenge at first. All the more reason. My team members and I will give everything we've got in us to defeat our challenger. And the challenger standing before us may well end up being you, Rafe. Precisely what I'm hoping for. And yeah, that is precisely what I'm hoping for. Otherwise, this is going to be a disappointing Nuzlocke. Real challenge is what's coming next. Completely exhausted. Okay. So, we continue into a cutscene here. We're going out to dinner with them. Now we're at the hotel. Got some time for some questions. How does it feel to have defeated your rival? I'm glad I could beat it. If you wanted to Challenger Hop something right now, what would it be? I'd thank him for the great match. Yeah, you don't have any options to disparage him. Level with me, kiddo. Your honest thoughts here. You think you can win the finals too? I'm not sure. Okay, we've got dinner plans. They're off. Okay. Several hours later, we're gonna settle in. Something's not right. He always does what he says he'll do. He has to be able to keep dinner plans. Kid's sure got a mouth on him, doesn't he? If you were that noisy during battle, you'd unleash a whole new level of power. I like Piers. You're looking for the champion. I just saw him heading to Rose Tower. Don't know what's up or what he's up to, but I ran into him at the monorail platform. He said to tell you that he had something to do at Rose Tower and he'd be late to dinner. Okay. Okay. Piers is going to summon Team Yell to cause a ruckus and help escort us to the tower. This is going to be the next step, so we're not going to do it right now. We're going to do it in a minute. Where is... Oh, no, that is not what I was looking for. I want to move this over here. We are going to... Whoops. We're going to move Jeff. Jeff is done for the tournament. We want to bring... Let's see, so we have... Oh, that's right. And we're going to bring Eric out, but he'll be coming back in for this round. And bring Nick and Lucy in. So we have Sam, Nick, Tara, and Lucy are going to be in the front here, and we're going to leave Brad and Ryan in to get XP. So, hopefully you have been enjoying. If you have, please give me a like and subscribe. Check out the other content on my channel. If you have any questions or suggestions, please leave them in the comments. And as always, have a good one. We'll catch you next time.